Good morning there. This is the Cowboy Prophet. Today, I'm going to talk about a subject I've spoken of before. That's the Ukraine. I am basically forced to talk about this. Today, I saw there was in the paper, the news, there was a Pew Research study. They did a survey, and it was on the Ukraine. And the gist of it was this, that 35% of Americans, I'll read it, 35% support U.S. military action, even if it was to risk nuclear conflict with Russia. Try that on for size. Approaching half of the people in this country are down with the idea that we should engage in a confrontation that could easily spill over into a nuclear holocaust over what's going on in the Ukraine. What this shows is that there is something seriously wrong with our electorate in particular. You can't really blame the purveyors of misinformation, because that is what they do. But you can blame the people that absorb this stuff for being so eager to believe whatever is stated, as long as the person is in a nice suit, they're on a television screen, and they went to Harvard. Oh, yes, they had to go to Harvard. This is a terrifying set of circumstances, because what you have to really worry about now is the next one. If 35% of your fellow citizens say, yeah, we're down with it, go for it, no fly zone, whatever, spark a nuclear war because we know we're right. Imagine something else comes up, and something else will. This same diseased, inept, puerile reasoning is still going to be there. And you've still got the same triumvirate leading it. You've got a media that's basically neo-Marxist. You've got big tech, same boat. And then you've got these deficient and defunct political leaders. And I will point something out, it's not just Democrats, it is. This thing was made up of three parties. One, establishment Republicans. We know them, Mitt Romney, we know them all. And you also had your Democrats, and then you had the media. So they're all there. And those three together, they were ready to take us to war. I mean, you have no concept of what this means, people. This means people shooting frigging missiles at each other, where your skin's coming off of your body. Your kids are smoldering masses of protoplasm. The idea that we can in any way trust these people there's something wrong with you out there. The 35%. This is the derelict power of seated power. This is where it always goes wrong, because it becomes, you see, one reason why, I've talked about this before, the pyramid is such an integral and important figure in all these ancient cultures. You see the pyramid, because the pyramid reflects human society perfectly. Because at the very top, you've got the titular head, there's an organic feed of information back and forth, and the further down you go, the further removed you are from that source of power and decision making. And the bigger it gets, the more dangerous it becomes. Ours is now very dangerous. because of that, because of the concentration of intellectual wealth. And I put that in big parentheses. Just because you went to Harvard doesn't mean you know a single thing, except you know where, you go party. You're not entitled to lead us. Anyway, just wanted to, and another thing. Did you notice the coverage? They bombed the children's hospital. Any time, people, you have a war and you've got men on both sides firing guns, missiles, and bombs at each other, some are going to hit the wrong place. I don't think Vladimir Putin sat there and said, let's bomb children's hospitals. Or the other one, they hit this civilian center and 20 people died. You know how many people die in Chicago every weekend? You don't nuke Chicago. These are people that have taken just a little bit of historical flim-flam and turned it into something. They have to be ratcheted back. Anyway, this is the Cowboy signing off today.